Eddie Hearn is concerned. He says, I think Helenius is quite a dangerous fight for AJ. Wait a minute.
Push the weight and no flex. Alive is more than the six. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You know what, man? There's a lot of comedy in this world of boxing. You know, I make a lot of videos, and you know, I made a few about this guy in the middle, Eddie Hearn. Look, man, if living contradiction was a person, it would totally be Eddie Hearn. Totally. Looking at this, various articles, man. One article says, you know, he's concerned. He thinks Helenius is a dangerous fight for AJ. I understand. First of all, if you don't know, Robert Helenius was called in at the last moment to face AJ because once again, Dillian White lines popped dirty. I mean, what else is new? I mean, for those of you who say you love boxing, you're calling for his head, and you don't ever want to see him fight in the boxing ring again. But he's a cheater, and y'all don't care. Some of you guys are tribalistic as far as UK fighters are concerned, and you don't care what Dillian White does. So he'll be back, and you'll just deal with it. But the man's a cheater, and the rematch between him and AJ is officially off. So they called in Robert Helenius, who I had no idea fought about 5 days ago. So he's warm. He obviously is good to go because the fella he fought, whom I've never heard of, and this is no disrespect to him, because I like Robert. I met him. He's a good dude. He won his last fight by, I think, 3rd round TKO, and he's fine. So he's warm. He's ready. And now AJ has to deal with this. Now you're looking at the picture. He could look across the ring and see a guy that I think Robert's a little bigger than him. Now, anyone that thinks this is going to be easy work, I'm not sure. It could be, but I'm not sure. The reason why I'm not too sure, now, listen, I'm going to pick AJ to win. But AJ was training to fight White for like 3 months, man. About that. Could be wrong at the time, but he was ready to fight Dillian White, not Robert Helenius. And let's not act like Robert Helenius can't box. He can. But that's not the focus of this video. The focus is this dude in the middle, Eddie Hearn. I want to once again call him out on some things. He says he thinks Helenius is a dangerous fight for AJ. Well, you didn't think much of Helenius when Deontay decided to fight him. Yes, I'm being very petty. You were not for that fight. In fact, you have nothing positive that I can recall you saying anything about Deontay Wilder. You ripped that fight. Now, mind you, Deontay, this was his first fight back. He was out of the ring for like a year or so. And let me pull up some articles. Let me just read some of them. One article says, I honestly think Wilder might get beat by Helenius. This is what you said. This is what you said. But before I read this article, this is also what you said.
Deontay Wilder is going to fight Robert Helenius. Derek Chisora beat Robert Helenius with ease. Right? Didn't get the decision. Watch the fight.
Okay? So, I don't know, You said that to say what? You said that to say what? We know triangle theories don't work. But let me put it into perspective. You said that to discredit Wilder's choice of opponent. Never mind the fact that Robert was coming off of a 2-fight win streak against a highly touted Adam Koronaki. Adam Koronaki was on a tear. In fact, one of his wins, he told Deontay to his face, he said, look, bro, I'm coming. I'm here, and, I'm going to keep winning and eventually we'll meet. I remember that. And I say, look, man, he's not lying. If he keeps winning, he's going to find himself standing across the ring from Deontay, and he'll earn it. But what happened? He got in the ring with the Nordic Nightmare, and he bopped him around the ring and stopped him. Remember that? He stopped him. I believe that was an MSG, and then they rematched in Vegas on the Wilder Fury 3 undercard, and he stopped him again. That was who Deontay Wilder beat in one round. So you discredited him because you just ignored what Robert Helenius did to Adam Koronaki. You ignored that and went all the way back to Derek Chisora. But leading up to the fight, you said, I honestly think Wilder might get beat by Helenius. Let me read a little bit from what he said. Let me get to a quote. It's great to have him back in the division. I mean, Robert Helenius is a good fighter. He's on a good run. Chisora beat Helenius. Didn't get the decision, right? Didn't get the decision. He's been beat by Dillian White as well. He's had a couple of good wins since then over Koronaki, right? I actually think he might get beat against Helenius. In all honesty, I think it's quite tough. It's quite a tough fight. It's a good fight, but I think he might get beat in that fight. So you picked Helenius to win. You picked Helenius to win, man. But at the same time, in this interview that I just played the audio in, you discredited that fight. You just brushed it off. Right? But let me play some more.
Like, Wilder was good the other night. Helenius is, maybe past his best.
He can punch. He's 6'8".
So after the fight, you said that, Robert is past his best. That was the last thing you said about Robert Helenius up until a couple of days ago. Now, all of a sudden, this is a proper fight for your man, AJ. Let me tell you something, man. You may have messed up in this. I don't know. I'm picking AJ to win. But you may have messed up by doing this, man. You know why? Because once again, Anthony Joshua is venturing into the unknown. He never fought this guy. And he didn't train for him. He was training for Dillian White. These are the fights that upsets happen in. Well, Drew, what are you talking about? How did we get to know Andy Ruiz? By that man on the left. Eddie Hearn, hands down, is the worst matchmaker in the history of this sport. This may not have been a good choice. Look at the size. Let's not act like Robert can't punch. Let's not act like Robert can't box. This may not turn out well. Now, here's what I'm hoping. And this is no shade to Robert. I'm hoping AJ gets it done in outstanding fashion, just like Deontay did. You know why? Because if he does that, he doesn't ruin the bag. Drew, what bag you talking about? He's supposed to be fighting Deontay in Saudi. I think in December. If he goes in here and loses this fight, or if he goes in here and looks mediocre, that might ruin the bag. And let me tell you what else I'm talking about. I just pulled up this article. The Saudis are flying out to AJ's fight to wrap up this deal. Article just came out today. I'll put the link in the description. Okay? It's from The Sun. Fight or flight. Saudi boxing bosses to fly in for Anthony Joshua's fight with Robert Helenius in bid to wrap up Deontay Wilder deal. That's what Eddie Hearn said. If Joshua defeats Robert Helenius at the O2 Arena Saturday night, all systems are a go for the blockbuster with Deontay Wilder. Okay? Hearn said there's definitely been a lot of work behind the scenes, months of discussions. We could get a deal done Sunday or Monday, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Here he go. But the intention is to at least come over and agree to a deal. Which they're here about. I'm sorry, I'm reading this all too fast. There's a lot going on here. I'm trying not to make this video too long. They're here but AJ's going to win on Saturday. They want to make this thing done. They want to get this thing done. They're flying in to the UK to see AJ, to see what's going on, and they want to seal this deal. But what obviously has to happen is AJ needs to get this done, y'all. A December date was initially penciled in for Joshua, right? But it looks like they've backdated it to January. Okay. Look, I'll put the link in the description. You could read it yourself. They go on to talk about Dillian White and how Dillian White tried to kill him. This is my opinion. He tried to kill him, and then Jarrell Miller tried to kill him. And this is the second attempt. In my opinion, this is the second attempt on AJ's life. AJ fans, where you at? I'm speaking up for him. Where y'all at? It's the second attempt on his life. But he has to beat the Nordic Nightmare, and he has to do it in outstanding fashion. Because his performance on Saturday determines whether they'll see value in making the Wilder fight in Saudi in January. I'll put the link in the description, y'all. Now, 3 things working against AJ here. Once again, he's fighting the unknown. He did not train for Robert Helenius. All right? That's number 1. Number 2, the last time this happened, he fought someone on short notice named Andy Ruiz, and he got bopped all around the ring in New York. There's some stuff happening behind the scenes that I learned about, but whatever. It happened. That's number 2. Number 3, Eddie Hearn is the worst matchmaker in the history of this sport. So AJ fans, you got a lot to think about. You got a lot to pray for. Get on your prayer rugs. Go to church. Pray to that 8-armed elephant, whatever it is, whatever race, culture, or creed you are, but pray for this kid. Because those 3 things I just mentioned they're working against AJ. And if he loses this fight, which I don't want, where does he go? I know where Deontay goes, but where does AJ go? I guess time keep revealing the truth, don't it? Well, I'm going to drop that article. Y'all go ahead and read it yourself. This is funny. This is real funny. What a difference 3 or 4 years make, right? But salute to Robert Helenius. Salute to AJ. Hope everyone comes out, okay. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!